In Korea, a politician was hit with the full force of the state, the enemy of the state. The president basically deployed the entire prosecutors like the Avengers just to take this guy down. The result? 5 different trials, including charges for election law violations and witness tampering. And the verdict? A roller coaster of guilty, not guilty, guilty again, not guilty. Like the justice system was just flipping a coin. And after all that, he became the president. That's right, he survived the legal apocalypse, dodged indictments like Neo in The Matrix, and then won the whole damn country. Honestly, iconic. I introduce you the Korea's 21st president, Lee Jae-Myung. Against all odds, Lee Jae-Myung actually became president. He didn't just survive one political assassination attempt, he survived real assassination attempt. He survived 4 prosecutors, a hostile parliament, and 1 proclamation of martial law. It's honestly impressive. The man went from future inmate to head of state without ever changing his suit. Think about it. Lee was under investigation more times than he smiled, and somehow he still pulled it off. This man didn't win an election, he endured one. At this point, he's not the president. He's the final boss of Korean politics. If you want to defeat him, you have to beat him in court, in parliament, and in a military battle where martial army conquers in actual situation. So congrats, Mr. President, you've made history. And now for your next term, good luck with the governing of half the country that are trying to sue you. But here remains the twist. South Korea's Democratic Party is still circling the wagons around its leader, President Lee Jae-Myung, who is currently battling so many lawsuits. He needs a Google Calendar for it. And they're not just defending him, they're rewriting the rules for him. They recently pushed to strip prosecutors of their powers to investigate politicians, which is like saying, let's make crime legal, but only for the cool kids. Also, they are about to add 18 more Supreme Court judges, which might make them not so supreme. At this point, the Democratic Party isn't a political movement. It's a full-time legal defense firm with campaign posters. And now there's a constitutional mess brewing. Because the big question is, can a sitting president be criminally prosecuted while in office? And Korea's constitution just says no prosecution while in office except for treason. So, since Lee won the presidency, he could become legally untouchable, unless, I guess, he tries to sell Dokdo to Japan. Now, Lee is from defendant number 42 to Your Excellency, Supreme Commander. And suddenly, Korea would be led by a man who spends more time in court than the Oval Office. It's a wild situation. You've got prosecutors trying to put him in jail, the National Assembly trying to protect him, and the public trying to figure out if this is still a democracy or a very elaborate reality show. Maybe it's nature of power. Now, Lee got the power, he will do whatever it takes to keep that power for 5 years. Honestly, it's the most Korean thing ever. High drama, betrayal, power struggles. All that's missing is a soundtrack by IU and a cameo by Gong-yu. With Lee Jae-Myung still drowning in lawsuits and the Democratic Party acting like it's a hostage negotiation, the question on everyone's mind is, how the hell did we get here? Well, experts say the current chaos is partly thanks to former President Yoon Suk-yeol, whose time in office was basically one long YouTube live stream of national gaslighting. While Lee Jae-Myung faces 5 trials, Yoon's first lady is about to get a special prosecutor investigation because apparently she was out here handing out luxury bags like it was a Louis Vuitton unboxing channel. The only economic policy Yoon ever introduced was his wife's receiving gift habits. And let's not forget, they have no children. So naturally, they adopted dogs who, according to insiders, are the only family members left not under investigation. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if one of those dogs testifies in front of parliament. In exchange for kibble, the witness claims he saw the first lady receive a Chanel bag under the dining table. So here's what Korea has to look forward to. Years of trials for Lee Jae-Myung and how he evades those trials. A special prosecutor for the first lady, former First Lady, a criminal trial for the former president about the proclamation of martial law, a constitutional debate over whether criminal presidents are a vibe. In the meantime, the country's biggest political parties have turned into reality TV clans, one defending a guy who's basically on a courtroom punch card. So yeah, the future looks quite stable like a K-pop group managed by HYBE. Let's see how the next 5 years era will come. And let's hope there's no proclamation of martial law by Lee Jae-Myung. Congratulations, Mr. President.